As an ESTP.
That's me. Right?
Yeah. Someone who, when we first met, I had a hard time with you because you were very, especially, you had the Eastern European culture, sense, and attitude, right? So you were like a brick wall. And I found it very difficult because you didn't show emotion, and I would always get on you. Why aren't you showing emotions? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? How, and I think it's kind of wrong, but not really so much between me and you, but in general for me, how do you know that I like you? Maybe not necessarily you, but how do you know that I like somebody? Considering that I don't spend a lot of time with people, even though the people that we've gone to, we went to Christmas or Thanksgiving, whatever, yeah, we're associates, but how do you know that I like you? Like, what do you think? And I think it's a difficult question because even with my parents, like my mom, like, you would think like, okay, she's my mom, I love her, but I don't call her every weekend like I'm supposed to. I don't do the things that I'm supposed to do as a son. So how do you know that I like you? Or like a person? And then from there you can say, how do you know I like you in our marriage, or I love you, or how do you think?
So I think INFJs.
Or just me, because I don't want to
you put energy into people. Like, so if you like somebody, or that person matters to you, you don't, just what we talked about, the little macro stuff, it's messy, like, it's, you pay people to do little stuff. That's how you feel. Now, the time comes around when we face to face, I will do right by you. So, like, for example, when your mom came down to, was it Florida, right? You were like, Mom, it's going to be just you and me, we're going to go out. You give her that time and space. You create something special for her to experience. You will talk about some subjects that are going to make you closer. That's your investment. You invest like that.
Or like my dad, when I flew
when his dad comes out to California, he has a schedule. He knows my dad, his personality is this. I know he will like and appreciate this. You will actually figure out not what you think, not what you think, but like, oh, I love this restaurant, so I will take my dad there. You're like, no, I know my dad because of this and this and this, this and this and this. He will like that restaurant. You don't go like, oh, this restaurant is hot. Somebody told me it's a hot restaurant. You're going to be like, my dad, because of this, this, and this, and experience of this and this, he will appreciate that. That's how you think, like, my dad, because of this and this, I know he will like that, and I will take him there. You don't go like, I just saw top 10 things to do in here would be this, so let me take him here. Like, and it's total mess, You actually invest energy, time, research, big thing for INFJs, research, and then you make that moment so people don't forget it. It's like creating meaningful moments.
Yeah.
Some people like calling somebody nonstop once a week and talk about freaking weather and whatever they bought, and that shows whatever.
It's my mom. Like, she expects, like, she calls my mom, like my grandma, every day. And
I will tell you, your mom is tricky too. She's a puppy. Because I had so many moments, Mom would call her, I'll call Mom, and she will be like, well, how come you don't call me? You don't talk to me, and this, and we'd talk literally barely 10 minutes, and she's like, oh, honey, gotta go, another call. I was like, yo, so you so bothered by the fact that I don't talk to you. We like chit-chat, we're like in a conversation deep. And I was like, okay, I see, Anthony, somebody more important called, right? She's like, he started laughing. It's like, okay, talk to you later. And I'm like, okay, Mom. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just, sometimes people just say that because they heard that other people say it to them,
So let's say, for example, just a regular person, like, how I do when it comes to meeting new people. I'm very standoffish. If I don't know you, I'll be like, hey, whatever, we'll talk, but, because I know I'm not going to see you again, and I'm going to be like, oh, man, if I have to see this person again, like twice in a row, I'm not gonna.
But those people will never know you feel that way.
Yeah, because I never show it.
No, you will protect them because you don't like to people be unhappy or feel bad or whatever. You always want to make sure, no matter who you are, you know, are you good? Are you good? Like me, I couldn't care less. I don't know you. I don't know what your problem is. Why you talking to me right now? Like, I can be like that. But when you were like, is that, yeah, okay, cool, buddy. When I would be like, yo, buzz off. So, but you will never say like, yo, buzz off. You, unless it's like really like, okay, really. But if there's somebody, you know, you always like, no, we good, buddy. We don't need that. You know, when I would be like,
oh yeah, sometimes like when we were
in the mall, in those aisles in the middle, like
I go out of the way.
You're like, you go out of the way, so oh my god, I don't have to like. For example, lady cuts me off guard, gives me something to sniff, right? I was like, I sniffed that. So I was like, and I was like, she's like, oh, you can keep that. I said, okay, all right, well, thanks. And I walk away, and she's like, whoa, why would you even sniff that? Obviously, now you make her feel bad because she gave that you for free, and now you walked away with it. You didn't buy anything. And I'm like, what's going on in here? She said I can have it. I don't have to buy anything. Why are you protecting this person from not making a sale? Like, but that's the protector in INFJ for whomever you are, whatever your humankind is.
But I don't. See,
everybody needs benefit of a doubt.
I guess for me, like, I want to know for myself, and like, because I do my own research, right? Like, I want to find and I think it's kind of hard because the internet is just so like muddled with like a lot of younger inexperience, and there's nothing wrong with that because they're finding their ways to, and it gives a platform, and I appreciate that. But I think sometimes, like, for someone like me who's experienced and who can have these like contradicting, you know, ways about me, like I look very like tough, whatever, but then I'll be the first person to say, hey, I'll come pick you up or whatever.
That is funny, yeah.
You know, but it's like, it's really weird how like I want to know these answers, but it's kind of hard for me to get that because there's no one that can provide that. Because the only thing they'll do is they'll give
remember from all the research was done? INFJs are very 50-50, very middle of the road. Remember even that guy that I say I like? He makes like, he sounds makes the most sense, the INFJ guy.
Barracuda 57.
Yeah, he says the same thing. INFJs are very conflicted people. They really like all the time torn to one side or another, but that always makes them arrive at the middle, which is the correct decision, kind of always. When other people kind of pick one side or right or left, but INFJs are very down the line in the middle because they take this side, digest. I understand you. And this how both people can be happy. Like very like that. When the other people are like, worth it, not worth it, nah. INFJs are like, I consider you. That this is once again caring about everybody all the time because everything is for the greater good. Not everybody are invested like for greater good of everybody.
So, but I guess going back to my original question. No. No, it was perfect because I needed that. But I think there's a difference between me showing the investment with my parents versus like our friends back in Jersey or like a Caesar or whatever. Like, how do you really know that I like you as a friend?
Because you will pick up the phone. You will not cut them off. Like, and I think those type of friends that you have, they know how you are already too. It's almost kind of with my siblings.
Oh, hold on. So, okay. So you're saying that
they know.
It's already so there is no such thing as. Okay, so through the authentic meter.
Yeah.
You already know, so there's no questioning whether I like you or not because you already know.
See,
so if you have to ask, that probably means that.
Yeah.
Got
so
you.
It's one of those things like Caesar. We don't talk to Caesar all the time, but once we were in DC, we made sure we meet with Caesar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things like there's enough history for this person to be meaningful. But you think about the people, but you're not imposing yourself. I think if you constantly call people, it's kind of feels like you're imposing right about now. This is like, if I have a conversation with you, maybe if it's once a year, it better mean something.
Yeah.
So I think you look at things that way.
Yeah, I see.
When some people feel like they loved, that they receive a phone call once a week because they need a reassurance. Some people know you love them because you call once a year when it matters. Or you heard something about them, or you have a question and you believe they are expert to answer the question, you will call them, even though you haven't spoken to them in 1 year, and they will pick up the phone.
And that's why I say that I think because I acknowledge someone else's abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Because I will go to you and say, hey, you know what?
Something happens and then you think of that person. That person, this similar thing happened to him, he can answer this for me.
Because he's...
And I still have this person's number.
Yeah.
Because with me, it's like, where did I put that number? Oh my God, I need this person. Oh my God, I don't have the number. I never transferred my phone calls. I should have transferred my old numbers from this phone to that one. Like for you, it's almost opposite. It's like you disorganized, but you organize in some other areas. You know, like you disorganized with this, but the guy is organized with his phone numbers. Like we used to when you have CDs. Oh my God, each CD numbered. Songs in each CD numbered. Everything's numbered.
No, but
Flip the page. Me, I'm opposite. I was like, oh my God, where did I put this piece of paper? I know I had it there last. But at the same time, it's funny because you could be like, honey, have you seen this? And I'm like,
or no, or not. Oh, I need my social security card. I need that.
Yeah. It's like, I got it.
Important papers you need.
I have it.
Or like, for example, tonight we're supposed to go to the movies and we're supposed to get...
Yeah, like I'm not quite sure where it is, but I know I have it somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like, have you seen my shoes? I don't know where, like, my shoes, like these ones, like, and I have visual memory. So I go like, one of them is in there and one of them is over there. Like, I know where it is. Like a visual memory. Do we have a tape, honey? Do we have a tape? Like, check here or here. One of those places has a tape. Like,
Sure, yeah.
It's funny how organized and disorganized at the same time.
So, okay, but just, I guess, just to finish up with that question, basically, you know that I like you because it has to be intuitive. So, basically, if you're the type of person who's very wishy-washy and always asking, does he like me? Then I probably... No. If you're the type of person to always want to know whether I like you or not, even before we get to that point of us having a friendship, I will cut you off or I will keep you at a distance. So then you will be on your own trying to figure me out.
Yeah, don't pull me into this mess.
Because I won't, because I already know that you're that kind of a person.
Yeah, you don't deal with that kind of messy. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be
You don't
confident.
like needy.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to be needy, you're like prime example, needy. Sometimes I just need a hug, right? I come into this guy and I go like this and just do not what you usually do. Just, that means buzz off, bitch. I'm doing this because I'm husband, I have to, but like how long this has to carry on? Alright, are you good now? Are you good? This is still carrying INFJ. Don't want to necessarily tell you to buzz off. I will still satisfy you. But at the same time, I kind of give you a nod like, time to move on, baby, time to move on.
but the sex is good though, right?
Why you have to ask?
No, because you know what it is? Because it can be misperceived as if me being like this, it could be like that in all areas, you know?
Oh, no. I'm not questioning that. It's all good. No, I think that's just comes from the place like I'm being needy. That department was all good. Like what I'm saying is like, the neediness is like you on demand want me to show you love. But I'm showing you love when it's like...
And
that's why it's kind of funny. I need it in a moment, but I don't need flowers on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel kind of a little weird when people give me cards. Like the other day was Mother's Day. You gave me a card. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, thank you, honey. And I almost felt like you felt you gave me a card because you had to, and I received the card because I felt like I had to. Like I almost feel like that, especially when we know each other so well. I'd rather have a meaningful feeling from you when you feel it to appreciate it, not when it's scheduled on a calendar on the.
And that's why I'm the kind of person. That's why, like, when someone asks me or whatever, like, I'm telling you, like don't. Okay, let's just switch to the subject in terms of just expression. That's why, like, for example, like, if I like something, like if what you're wearing, I'd be like, hey, I like it. But when you start asking me, I'll give you, yeah, it's good, it's fine. Because I've already seen it. Like, even though,
you already know this question. She's about to ask me.
No. I've already scanned it.
Yeah.
Like, so, if you're asking me something, how do I look? You don't know that I've already quickly scanned and be like, I never poo. If you ask me and I say no, because I've already done that. So that's why it's like, that's why you're like, well, how do you know? Because I've already did it. Like, while you weren't watching, I was looking at all the angles, all the this, that, and the third, whatever like that, and I'm like, yes, you're good. And I can say when you come out from like the dressing room, you go to the mall, whatever like that, I'm like, good. Because I can already tell quick. And that's why when you ask me for flattery, whatever like that, I won't give it to you. That's why I'm very bad when Vanessa, she's like, oh, show me. And I'm like, no, I will do it when I feel that it's necessary because it's authentic, it's real. It's not just for the sake of
just acknowledging your ego or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you. And that's why I don't ask for it. I don't ask for, hey, how do I know? You know, I may ask, hey, what do you think, babe? You know, whatever, how do I look? You know, especially like...
Yeah, but like it's funny because I think it's a personality thing, obviously, whatever. Some females just want acknowledgement of some sort. And especially when you don't say anything, you're like, why he's not saying anything? Like, it's a girl thing too, a little bit. But, you know, when I see you wear something and it's not like, I tell you. But when you look good, I kind of don't. Not too much at least, right? Because I already know, he looks good.
Yeah.
It's up to par. But I have to, if it's not good, then I'm like, really? That's what you're doing right now? Like, I'm almost like, because you're always on point with that, then when you're not, in my mind, I'm like, I have to go out of my way to say it because...
No, but I think you have two versions of that. When you're like, really? I think that's my style. It's not your style. But
could be. But then because it doesn't look like it's bad. It's looking just like I can't believe you picked that option.
No, but then when you say, "Oh no, okay, I can't believe you're wearing that," that's when I'm like, okay, that's when I change it.
It's true. There are two of those like kind of didn't see you pick that option. I'm not saying it's bad, but just don't see you doing that.
Then I'd be like, hey, don't worry about it. It's good.
Still, yeah, exactly. But there's another one like, whoa, how did you miss a mark with this one? Like, and then you will be like, okay, I'm out.
All right. Last one. The scanning one. I know we talked about it before, but I think I needed to talk to you about it before. And the reason why I did it is because I knew we were gonna make the video, so I wanted to like sort of like not educate you, but give you advance, notice or the ability to sort of figure out where I'm coming from, so that we wouldn't do it on video where. I'm like explaining to you and you're explaining to me and we're not seeing eye to eye. So the whole scanning thing, right? Like I've said in my other video with regards to INFPs do this, right? INFPs, let's say, because INFPs know us. Unlike the ESTPs, even though you know me because whatever, but the INFPs, they do the same thing. So they understand us on an intrinsic level, like really, you know what I'm saying? And on an intuitive level, they understand. So if I do something, they'll get it. But instead of coming at me directly, like I said something happened and I said something whatever, and they'll come and be like, hey, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about that? Instead of saying, hey, I saw that happen. Like you'll do that to me. It's like, hey, that was so wrong. I saw that. Like, that was whatever. Then I can be like, yeah, you saw that too? Like, whatever. They'll be like, hey, what do you think about that? What do you think? So it's like trying for me to like what were you asking me? Like, come at me directly. I'll give you a prime example of someone did that. Remember that female on a WhatsApp that I was helping relationship when we were in Virginia. She's an INFP, right? I remember I came to the point where I was like, I can't help you anymore because you're always trying to figure people out, he was, doing all this kind of crazy stuff. And all of a sudden, it was like maybe over Thanksgiving, November, whatever, she sends me a WhatsApp. How's Las Vegas? And to me, I'm like, you don't do that. Like, with me, you say, hey, what's up? Even if you know, hey, I was going over your DJ because that's where she got it. My DJ, because I don't post where I'm at, anywhere on social media. So she got it from my YouTube channel. So she could have been like, hey, I was watching YouTube channel, I found out you lived in Las Vegas. That's what normal people do. But she'll just, hey, how's Las Vegas? And to me, I didn't respond because I'm like, you're scanning me.
It's almost like a feeling of ambush.
Yeah, or like that sneaky, like trying to...
The approach comes across as, it's maybe their way of, I don't know what that personality type means, whatever.
Yeah, but it's just not, yeah.
It's, they have maybe a little bit of a superiority feeling. So maybe they are the same way, kind of like INFJs when they're like, well, I'm just not going to put my cards on the table. Like, I'm not going to kiss ass, whatever. I want to know, but I'm not going to be like petting you before I ask you type of thing going on.
I don't know if it's that. But I know that, like, for example, remember when I was showing you the other video of the INFP? He was like, yeah, INFJs, they're so predictable, but they don't think they're... I know that you're predictable. And then he confronted that person, and the person was like, yo, I'm not predictable. What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, I know you are. So that it's like
it's for me, it comes like a condescending type of situation. First of all, it is slightly disrespectful, no matter what kind of personality you are. I think there's a slight...
but especially for someone who's private like that.
Yeah, and if you know how I am, why are you poking the lion type of thing?
Yeah, just come out and say,
so
hey.
yeah, like if you know me so well, like other people might do it because it's just by default, it's just their personality, whatever. But if your personality is this, and I know, and you're claiming this, then at this point, the way it comes across to me is like you're doing like a jabby stuff.
Yeah.
But INFJs, that's immediate disrespect. That's like you in my space right now. Like I didn't ask you to enter. You need to ask permission before you can enter.
Yeah. So like if
you're being rude.
Like if you know something and I don't like to be invaded.
Yeah, and if you know this is my territory like that, why are you pissing on my territory?
Or like no, like if you know something about me, then you say, hey, like I know this about you. I found out whatever. Here's the situation and whatever, and then we can connect that way. So it's like a sort of like a knock knock.
Yeah. Can I enter?
Yeah.
Type thing. Yeah. Instead of like, oh, okay, I'm here. What's up?
Because I can do it because if I do it to someone else, because I scan other people too. But hey, how's Las Vegas?
Yeah.
And they'll be okay with it. They'll be like, hey, it's cool. How'd you find out? I don't know. They won't react like, why is this dude like stalking me? Like, who are you? Like, why are you trying to figure out who I am? That's our personality. They'll be like, hey, it's cool. That's the first response.
Yeah.
Hey, it's great. How did you find out?
Like, they're happy you even asked. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they'll find out, oh, I just want to know, I'm just curious, how did you find out? Because I want to know, because for them it's like, oh, I wonder if on social media, like
no, but I think the bottom line is, if you know how I am, then you should know better not to do this, or this.
Yeah.
And the fact that you are doing it, claiming that you know that this will annoy me, and you still do it, then...
But in her defense, she didn't know.
No, it doesn't matter.
But
but it's the personalities clashing, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So it's by default. So if obviously maybe people don't know each other's personalities, but like the same thing as you send a text message, identical text message to two different personalities. One answers this and the other one answers this. So that's the personality clash, no matter what. Yeah. But my whole point is, for you, it's even worse when he knows, but he's still doing it. So that's, for INFJ, that's disrespect, that's you're being a douchebag, that's you doing this because you don't care about me, you more come from a place you want to get me. Like,
And
then why should I even talk to you? Where we go from here?
No, but again, you're right, because then if you could connect the dots of all the times that I said to her, stop trying to figure people out, like, because all she was trying to do with the guy she was trying to get back with was figure him out, and like she even gave him a book on how to be. Remember I told you gave him a book on how to.
It's like condescending all the time, condescending instead of being like concerned about the person. They're almost like in a space of like, yeah, I'm right, and I already know that. So let me give you a book so you can read this.
And it's
condescending.
And that's the same
it's disrespectful.
thing. No, and that's why when remember the INFP, he made that video. He's like, yeah, INFJs are this, and I know I can help you. And here's a video that's
exactly. But my whole point is, first of all, who said I need help? You? Who are you? And I think that's kind of can translate even to my personality. If somebody would do it to me, and I'm not INFJ, I'd be like, yo, who are you?
Yeah.
Check yourself. Just because I saw your video and I heard what you said does not mean I need no help from you. Check yourself. So I think it's immediate, like, know your place type thing going on.
And I think also, I think NFs, we need to, because I do that too. The whole soliciting, I used to do that before, but I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Soliciting of advice, giving advice when it's not warranted, knowing when and when
you
not
have to know. Yeah, you have to know your place, because sometimes you offer advice, you come from the place because you of your bigger picture can already see the dots. Let's say a friend doesn't have a job, you're like, oh, yo, he has a wife, kids, no job, yo, means this is gonna happen to him, this is gonna happen, this, oh my god, and he's not gonna get a job in this time frame, like, whoa, the bomb, you know. So when you see this bomb ahead of you, you're like, buddy, we're doing this. I'm rescuing you. Nobody asked you need to be rescued. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's one of those things, because you're so invested in helping people. And I don't know, maybe that personality type comes from the same place kind of a little bit.